my people, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this channel I teach how to elevate and advance your fashion business. I give tips and tricks on what to do to beautify your outfits. You don't need to wear or make a boring outfit. So on this channel I teach what to do to spice up your outfit. If this is the type of content you like to watch, then stay with me on the channel. Subscribe, like, share, and drop your comments for me so that I will know what you want me to teach. And it also helped me to do more. Thank you so much. In this tutorial, we'll be learning how to make a spiral structure design. This design originally is made with fishing line, but I'll be teaching how to achieve this design without actually buying a fishing line from the market. That is, if you don't have access to fishing line, stay with me and learn how to make it without buying a fishing line. Okay, this is what we call fishing line. Fishing line comes in different sizes. The sizes ranges from 0.2 mm to 3.0 mm. The higher the number, the thicker the fishing line. For this spiral structure, the very thin fishing line will not work, so you need the thick one. Maybe from 0.8 upward is fine to achieve this type of spiral structure. So let's go. Let me teach you how to get a fishing line without actually buying one. Okay, this is my own fishing line. I've had this fishing line for a long time, and the numbers, the paper on it has peeled off. I don't know, but I think this should be 1.0 mm. And this is the ridgeline bone. I'm so sure the sewable type of bone. I'm cutting the side of the bone off. I'm cutting off the edge of the bone. I want to get my fishing line from this ridgeline bone. So that's why we have a ridgeline bone now, and I'm cutting out the edge. Stay with me as I teach you how to get a fishing line from a ridgeline bone. Surprised are you? There are still more surprises in this particular video. Just make sure you watch the video to the end. After cutting the edge, I'll peel off the fishing line inside the bone. Can you see me peeling it off? And that is how we get our fishing line. And this boning I'm using is 1 yard, that is 36 inches. So I'll remove all the plastic or all the fishing line inside the bone, and this I can sew on my fabric to achieve the spiral structure. Okay, this is what I have at the end of the day. This is the pieces, the waste. I'll throw that away, and I'll arrange my fishing line. I think I have 7 of this, and comparing this fishing line size to the one I have before, I think they are almost of the same size. If I'm not mistaken, this should be like maybe 1.0 mm. I think that the one I had before, the size sticker had removed, but I think it was 1.0. So you can use this to achieve your structured design. I have 7 of it, and the length of the fishing line should be the length of the structure you want. This is 36 inches. Trying to compare it to what I have before, and this seems to be of the same size. Okay, let's go to the second way to make a fishing line, and this second one if you need a thicker fishing line, this is what to do. And you still need a bone, but this time the plastic bone. I'm sure we know this particular bone, the plastic bone. I have 2 yards of it, so I want to cut it into 2 so that I will have 1 yard, that is 36 inches. I don't want it to be too long, so I'm cutting it into 2 so that it can be manageable while I'm cutting. So I have 36 inches now. The next thing is to pick my scissors. At this point, you need a very strong and sharp scissors. Then I'll cut. I'll be cutting this particular bone into 3. So at the end, it will give me a thicker fishing line. A thicker fishing line. So just watch me as I cut. And after cutting, we have another fishing line. Did you see it? It's thick. But this is a lot of hard work because you need a very sharp scissors, and you need, if you have someone muscular around you that you can give to help you with the cutting, please do. The only thing is you have to be very careful so that you can cut as straight as possible. And if you're not careful, you might cut it off. So you have to be straight. It has to be straight. That's how I'll keep cutting until I finish cutting. I finished cutting one. So the remaining bone I'll cut into 2. So that means I'll be cutting out 3 fishing line from just 1 plastic bone. Just watch me as I cut. I'll come back when I am done cutting. Okay, this is it. I have 3, but it's thick. So the next thing is, while cutting, it might not be very smooth. So you need a sandpaper, that is a sandpaper, trying to smoothen it. But if you don't have a sandpaper, you can just use your scissors to trim off whatever rough edge you have. So I'm just trying to smoothen my, or what will I call it now, my homemade or handmade fishing line, whatever you call it. So just trying to smoothen it out. And with that, I'll show you how to sew it on your fabric. This is what I have eventually, and I'll be using this fabric, this organza fabric. The first thing I'll need to do is to change the foot of my sewing machine to a zipper foot. Or if you have a narrow foot, then it will work well. I'll be using a zipper foot in this case, and there are different type of zipper foot, but this is the one I have and I'll be using it. This particular one has two holes. Yes, 2 holes. So I'll fix my fishing line. I will sandwich it in between my fabric, and I'll pass it through the foot. Why we are changing foot at this point is for us to sew very close to the fishing line. So if you have any fits that can help you achieve this, then you can use it. It's not compulsory you use this particular type of fit. And after sewing this, I will show you another method that I personally prefer to use. And that method, I will use the normal sewing foot. When I finish sewing this particular one, I will change my machine foot back to the original one, to the normal sewing foot, and I'll show you how to sew, or how to sew it using the normal sewing foot. Having changed my sewing foot, what I'm doing now is just sewing the material, the fabric, without the bone. So I'm just trying to make a channel. So after sewing like this, I will now put the bone inside it. So while you are sewing the channel, make sure the channel is not too small. Not too small, it should be large enough for the bone to pass through, but it must not be too wide so that the bone won't be too free inside that channel. This is the method I love using. I'll just pass the bone into the channel I made, that's all. This is me trying to pass the bone into the channel. And this is how I will finish with the sewing of this spiral design. You can use any fabric of your choice to make this spiral design, but you can't use a very thick material. You can use from light weight material to medium weight material. In fact, Ankara print can also be used to achieve this design, but if the material is too thick, no, you can't use that. And also for the medium weight material, then it would be advisable to use a thick fishing line. For the lightweight, you can use the thin fishing line, but not too thin. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, drop your questions if you have any, and I will do my best to answer your questions. When you subscribe, turn on the notification icon so that you can always be notified anytime I upload a new video. Trust me, you always learn one or two things on this channel. Thank you so much. Bye. See you in my next video. Bye bye.